Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, I am Cassie. What's up and welcome to my channel. So if you are new or didn't know, I am a cruelty-free YouTuber, so the only things I use are cruelty-free and not tested on animals. So with that being said, you guys already know what this video is going to be about today. I'm going to be reviewing the Morphe by Manny and Morphe Glam Palette right here. So the outside packaging, bomb, love it. Very basic, which is really awesome. I just love marble. I'm obsessed with marble. And then the inside is your basic girl kind of vibe right here. Personally didn't purchase this because I don't really see myself using it too often, honestly. My mom purchased it and I asked her if I could do a review with it, so I stole it so I could try it. I really did want it, but I just couldn't spend the money for it if it's not something I'm going to use all the time. It's just basic neutral colors, and you know, I just have so many palettes that have neutral colors in them, so it wasn't really my vibe. So first things first, they're really beautiful colors, honestly. Like, I use these colors, I do a lot. I just didn't, I don't know, my mom's getting the palette so I can use it anytime I want. So I wish these shimmers were a little bit more shimmery, that's the only thing I can say, but the mattes look really, really beautiful. Even the shimmers look pretty, and there's two different highlighters, which is nice. This one is probably the one I'm gonna use because this looks like it'll match my color, my skin color a little bit, and then this one's a little bit darker. So I'm not sure like how well that looks up on everyone's skin tone, but So we're gonna go ahead and test out that highlighter today. I'm going into it. This is the shade Nova, and I'm taking my favorite highlighter brush right now. This is the Dalton by Makeup Molly highlighter brush. It's called the Prepping Perfector brush, but I call it highlighter brush. So I'm just gonna be putting this all over my face, my cheeks, forehead area, nose, chin. She just started beaming up the world, okay? I mean, shit, look at that. Okay, this highlighter is so beautiful. I wish I had that as a single as itself, because that is so pretty. It beams, honestly, just beaming so pretty. It just goes on so nicely on the skin. It doesn't look too textured. It just went on very, very smooth. I mean, it went on so smooth. It looks so pretty, and I don't know about everyone's skin color, but for my skin tone, it's really, really nice. It's not giving me that cast like a lot of highlighters do. Even the light pink ones, very light white ones, golden ones, they all give me kind of a cast, except, you know, some of them that don't. And this one does not, and it's always hard to find that. Like, I'm looking forward, no cast, just a beautiful glow. Alright, so far, going good. Like, I'm looking at my viewfinder and that shit look bomb. So let's move on to the eyeshadow. Alright, so I wanted to try something different with taping my eyes. So this is not part of the collection, of course, but this is the e.l.f. Line and Define eye tape right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start taping this part of my eye. I love doing this with tape for the sharpness of the eyeshadow, but a lot of times when I just take it off, I always do my foundation first before eyeshadow. When I take it off, it just kind of peels up my foundation area, and I can never apply it back on without it looking patchy. So annoying, my skin is so weird. So hopefully these are soft. So I'm cutting these because they are so long. Like, I don't need them that long. Alright, so I don't even think they're even. I did just peel this one up a little bit, and it already did take off the product underneath it, which is expected because it's tape. I just personally have the skin that doesn't let it apply back on without looking weird. So hopefully this goes well. They're definitely not even, and I definitely don't know. So what I'm going to go into, I'm going to take this Luxie 121 mini tapered brush right here, blending brush, but it is mini. I'm going to go into the color Zaya. Oh, that's so cute. Zaya, which is right here. We're not going to do anything too dramatic. I mean, there's not really anything too dramatic you can do with this, but we are going to just go with the flow. I'm going to start blending this into the crease and kind of looking it out here, I think. I don't know. We'll see what I do. I'm just gonna start blending it up. Alright, you know what? I'm taking these off. I'm annoyed with them. So I just took the tape off. I was just done with it. Honestly, it did pick up right here under my eye pretty well. I did pat over with a sponge. You guys probably can't see it on camera, but it did take off product. So I'm gonna kind of keep flicking it out, but not too far out with this color, just a little bit. And yeah, I'm just blending it up, kind of blending it upward as well, not too far up. So far this isn't too pigmented. You do have to build it, but it is blending out very, very nicely and softly. This color is really, really pretty so far, so I'm really liking it so far. Alright, so far so good. It's blending really nicely. I think the color is really, really pretty. No patchiness, nothing, looking good. I'm going to go ahead and start packing it onto the outer corner area right here as well. It's a smaller brush. My other smaller brushes that have like a fluff to them are dirty, so I can't use them, but I'm going to use this one. It's just got a blend to it. We are going to go into the color... I'm going to go into the color Sophie, and then I might blend it with this color as well. So Sophie first. I'm just going to start taking it very high up to the brow bone area to diffuse that first color very softly. Might diffuse this outer part as well. So that blended out so nicely. I'm going to go back into that first brush, first color, and just very lightly just kind of add a little bit more of that color into the crease area, not bringing it up because we don't want to mess up that blend. Just kind of deepening it. If you ever need a shoulder, you know it. And now I'm going to go in with this Morphe E36 brush right here. Very small, but it does have a blend fluff to it. I'm going to go into color Howl. Right here, it's a dark brown color, and I'm not going to build it up too drastically, at least I say I'm not. I'm going to start with the outer part area and then just bringing it into the crease. Yeah, so far it's not too dark. So just giving it a little bit of a darkness, which is nice that it's not too dark. And then we're just gonna go with the flow. Alright, so far it's looking really, really nicely. It's just blending so softly. Let's do the other eye. Alright, so I love how this looks. I'm going to go in with that second brush we were using and just kind of use it to diffuse this outer part area right here. I'm not adding any product on it, just kind of blending it so it's a soft, not sharp line like we were going for originally, but we're not doing that anymore. Kind of blending the inner corners as well. A lot of times the inner corners are always a pain for me, so just softly blending those. So now what color we're going to go into? We're going to go into this color right here. This is the color Aries, and I'm taking this flat brush. This is the Luxie 246 Precision Crease Brush, just a very flat brush. And I'm not going to wet my brush first. Actually, yeah, I am. I'm going to go into that color, picking up that color, spraying my brush, and then I'm going to pick up that color again. And if I need to, which I probably will because I do it all the time with shimmers, I'm going to lay it down with the brush first and then go in with my finger to add more texture. So that just had a very beautiful textured look. The colors and hues just really give me like intergalactic vibes. It looks so pretty. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got like a purpley blue effect, but it's like a gray, bluey, purple hues. So I'm just gonna go back into that. Just take my finger and just kind of lay it on the lid for some extra pop. But it didn't really need it. It looked really, really pretty. Just to blend it out a little better, I'm going to go in with that brush that we were using the darkest color with, the color How, and I'm just going to use it to kind of blend it in, like where the shimmer is at, into the crease area. You don't really have to do this step, but it just blends a little nicely for me when I do it. I just do it very softly. So my inner corner is looking a little crazy, so I'm going to go in with that brush, and I'm going to take this color right here. This is the fluffy brush we use. This is the color Dust Cloud. I am just taking that to diffuse the inner corner. This isn't because the eyeshadow is just something I struggle with, just to kind of diffuse out that inner corner. Alright, so now very lightly going back into that brown color, I'm going to put it under the waterline. Alright, so I'm wiping off that brush, and we are going to go into, what color are we going to go into? We're going to go into this one right here with that same brush and kind of just use it to diffuse out the darker shade. So now for the last step of the eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with a pointed brush, go into that highlighter shade right there. Spraying my brush with that shade, going back into it, picking it up, and we're just going to pop this on the inner corner. So that was the completed review tutorial of this eyeshadow. Off camera, of course, I just went, because this is a review of the palette, not a tutorial really. So I just went in with the Glam Light Calligraphy eyeliner. I took the Tarte Big Ego mascara right here. And for lips, I took the Joa What a Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Sugar Cookie right here. Everything I love. Now time for thoughts on this eyeshadow palette right here. I think it worked really, really good. This was really, really pretty. Of course, Morphe shadows never really disappoint me. So this is Morphe by Manny and Morphe, of course. So packaging really nice. I like that this is a very good sized palette right here, because sometimes, even though I do love like palettes that are huge with big shades and everything, sometimes they become a little overwhelming, especially when you're filming, doing your makeup, and you're just dropping it on top of everything. It's just kind of annoying. So I do like the size of it. I think it has a good amount of shades in it, especially for people who don't do too bold of eyeshadow looks. I mean, this is pretty bold. I can't say this is not bold, but people who don't use like a lot of neon colors and everything like that. These are colors that you can use any day, every day, of course. These are like, you know, if you're going to school, if you're going to work, going shopping, doing you can use these. So there's so much like to do in this palette. So even though I do use a lot of these shades all the time, I didn't really see myself buying this palette just because it was just, you know, I have these colors all the time, but it is just really nice. Like, I'm glad my mom bought it because I can steal it from her as she steals my makeup. So it's really, really nice. I can use this pretty often if I would like to. I think the highlighter shades look really, really nice. Of course, I only dipped into this one right here. I'll go ahead and do like a little swatch of this one. Oh, that one's really pretty. So yes, this one is for a little bit more deeper skin tone. If you're like medium to darker skin, I think that would go good on you. We'll just swatch this one next to it. Both different. Yeah, that one's got a very light cast to it. This one's got a darker. It looks so nice. It's blended out extremely nicely. I'm really excited. Like, I keep staring at this color. I was going to use it today, but I was going for a different look. But I really am excited for that color, which is called Firewatch. That just looks so pretty. So congratulations, Manny, for having a collaboration with Morphe. I think it is so awesome that even brand owners, cosmetic owners can still do collabs with other brands and be civil with them. You know, just love each other. Love that. I don't like all the drama, and I really like that there are, you know, I feel like Morphe just vibes with everyone, honestly. So really nice. I think this palette's really great. If you are someone who is into very neutral or like everyday kind of eyeshadows, this is for you. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.